My name is Carol, and I want to share with you a true story that has haunted me since 2010, when I was just 14 years old. Back then, I lived in a quiet apartment complex called Questons Avenue. It had 5 buildings. I lived in the B building on the first floor. Directly across from my building was the D building, where I used to attend tuition classes. And just beside the D building, there was a small, obscure security door. It was always closed. I had never seen anyone use it. It felt like it had been forgotten by the residents, by the guards, by everyone. My daily routine was uneventful. I'd leave for class around 4:30 p.m., and by 6:30, I'd be on my way home. The walk from my building to the D building took about 20 minutes, time I usually spent daydreaming or chatting with friends. One evening, after class, my friend and I walked out together. We were laughing, sharing snacks she'd brought along. But she soon had to leave for another class, and I was left alone, slowly finishing the last few bites on my way home. That's when I noticed him, a man, tall, gaunt, and unnerving, emerging from that strange security door, the one no one ever used. His movements were off, like he was struggling to control his own body. His limbs twitched, and his walk was very jerky. Each stride looked stranger than the last. And he was looking down at his feet the whole time, almost as if he knew that he was walking in a strange manner. But then he looked up, and his eyes met mine. Something was wrong, deeply wrong. His face was unsettling. His eyes were too wide apart, and his jaw hung at a crooked angle, like it wasn't aligned with the rest of his face. He stared at me. I tried to ignore him, focused on my snack, but then he moved. He didn't just walk toward me, he lurched, and his slow stagger turned into a predatory stride. Before I could react, he was right behind me, yanking my bag with so much force it nearly pulled me off balance. I spun around. My heart felt like it was trying to escape my chest. Up close, he was horrifying. Those same wide, bulging eyes, that distorted jaw, and a twisted grin full of something I can only describe as malice.
"Do you have any money in your bag?"
he asked. His voice was a low, gravelly rasp that made my skin crawl.
No, I don't.
I stammered, my hands shaking. He didn't blink. He stared, deep and cold. Then his eyes darted to the nearby benches, where a few people had started watching us. Their concerned expressions seemed to break the spell for a moment. That's when he laughed, but not like a normal person. It was a hollow, mocking laugh, like something pretending to sound human.
"Why are you so scared?"
That was enough for me. I yanked my bag from his grip and ran. I ran as fast as I could back to my building, all the way to my front door. When I got home, I was out of breath and terrified. I told my parents everything. They were horrified and told me that if I ever saw the man again, I was to call them immediately. They wouldn't hesitate to report him, but I never saw him again. A few days later, one of my friends said she saw the same man I described. She thought he might have been drunk, considering there were a few liquor shops nearby. She said that after I left, his face turned pale, and he stumbled back to that same security door, the one he came out of, and then vanished. To this day, I don't know who he was or what he wanted, but that image of his face, that moment he grabbed my bag, still lingers in my mind.